In the summer of 1982, fans finally got to see the one movie that continues to this day to be the best in the Star Trek franchise. Star Trek II: The Wrath of Khan would continue to this day, shock and awe people who have never seen it before. I've seen many people cry over the death of Spock, and some people are surprised to this day that he died. Harve Bennett and Nicholas Meyer are considered by so many people the saviors of Star Trek. Star Trek the Motion Picture, as good as it was not what fans were looking for. The Wrath of Khan came along and changed everyone's mind about Star Trek. In fact, it was the model for which Star Trek would grow from that point on. Space battles, the uniforms, the whole look would all have a feel from the Wrath of Khan. But an interesting story about the Wrath of Khan is not what happened after it and all the success that came because of it. It's a little thing that happened before the movie was even released. What some may not know is that The Wrath of Khan was not the original title for this movie. It was originally supposed to be called Star Trek II: The Revenge of Khan. But why the change? What could have happened to make them change the title of this movie? George Lucas is what happened. Star Wars: Revenge of the Jedi. So apparently in the summer of 1982, a trailer dropped for Return of the Jedi, but it was originally titled Revenge of the Jedi. George Lucas forced this Star Trek movie to change its title. Now for me, honestly, I don't see the problem here, but apparently there was. Star Trek II: The Wrath of Khan had to change its title. There was a lot of pressure put on Paramount to deliver an outstanding, strong sequel, as despite strong box office 1979 Star Trek the Motion Picture, which received mixed response from fans and critics who felt that there was more art house vibes, had strayed too far away from the tone of the original series. A key decision made early on was to bring back Ricardo Montalban, the villain Khan, a fan-favorite character who appeared in the original series episode Space Seed. Directed by Nicholas Meyer, the original pitch for the title was The Undiscovered Country, which Paramount executives did not understand, so the title was eventually changed to The Wrath of Khan. The Undiscovered Country was put into the sixth film. The film was the original title, Star Trek II: The Vengeance of Khan. Now, I remember them saying that it was going to be called The Revenge of Khan, but they were going to go with The Vengeance of Khan, but was changed to The Wrath of Khan to avoid confusion with Revenge of the Jedi, which already deep into production and expected to be one of the biggest blockbusters ever made. Let's talk about this for a minute. The Vengeance of Khan. The Revenge of the Jedi. Now, yes, you can see that the vengeance part of it is there, the revenge, the vengeance, but there's still two different franchises, two different titles. I do not understand why Paramount was confused about this. You're telling me someone who's with Star Wars is going to walk in and not know the difference between Star Wars and Star Trek? My God, there was such a fan rivalry between the two franchises back then, it was ridiculous. Yeah, so Paramount goes into this big thing about we cannot have The Vengeance of Khan because we're going to have The Revenge of the Jedi. And then a little later on, George Lucas goes ahead and changes Revenge of the Jedi to Return of the Jedi. So it just seems like a lot of energy was wasted worrying about what another movie studio was doing about their space epic when they should have stayed focused on Star Trek. Whatever the reason behind the changes of the name, doesn't take away from the fact that The Wrath of Khan is still the best Star Trek movie that has ever been made. And I guarantee you, it's going to be way better than this train wreck of a movie that's set to release in just about 2 weeks. Section 31 is going to be another bomb for Star Trek. Well, that's a different video that we will get into. But for right now, my friends, whatever their reasons for changing it from the Vengeance of Khan to The Wrath of Khan, Star Trek II will always be in my book the greatest Star Trek movie to ever come out. Drop your comments below and let me know, because I would love to hear your thoughts and comments on this. Until the next time, my friends, God bless.